What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. And today, we got to talk about Memphis Bleek, Tony Yayo, JayZ, 50 Cent, and two grown men arguing about who gets taken better care of. And I'm going to be honest off the rip, both of them sound crazy. Tony Yayo sounds crazy because he was talking about 50 Cent taking care of him like that's the standard every grown man should want. Memphis Bleek sounded crazy because he acts like his whole name doesn't still ring a bell because of JayZ. So this ain't one of those conversations where I'm picking sides. This is one of those conversations where both sides need to hear the truth. Yayo basically started it by saying 50 Cent looks out for him in a way JayZ don't look out for Bleek. Bleek heard that and got hot. And the reason it got hot is because Yayo touched the one thing Bleek has probably been trying to prove his whole career. That he is not just JayZ's little homie. That he is his own man. I understand why that would bother him. But the way Bleek responded made him look more bothered than boss-like.
Look at me and Fifth like, all right, cool. Jay and Bleek did they sell drugs like in the same area? Like, was they around? I don't know if they really.
Yeah.
I seen, like, I was on a block with it. Like,
But
Fifth was out.
you can't use that as
No, listen, what I'm saying is, it was more, I feel like, I could compare it to Jay, to say, you know, Jay and Bleek. But I'm saying to you, I feel like me and Fifth had more of a friendship because JayZ was more business. Like, look at Murder. He didn't make no money with JayZ. Once he got down with 50, he made some bread.
Murder was with Jay. I didn't know you was with Hov.
Yeah, Jay's cool, but
Where you chain that? You ain't out no chain.
I made a little something.
What
you definitely don't compare to no JayZ.
What you thought? Throw that joint on one more time.
You ain't got no chain. You ain't got no chain. He wasn't with that. He wasn't with that. He ain't got no chain.
Jay is more of a Jay. See, that was the thing about Fifth. Fifth was a cool ass. Like, he didn't treat me, Banks, and Tuck. He didn't treat us like artists, but he treated us like friends.
I understand Yayo's gratitude. 50 Cent changed his life. 50 Cent put him on, kept him around, and clearly still makes sure he's good in certain ways. That is real loyalty if it's coming from a real place. But a grown man has to be careful bragging about another man funding his comfort. Because what you call brotherhood can start sounding like dependency if you talking about it all the time. That don't mean Yayo is not his own man. But when you keep talking about what another man does for you, people are gonna start asking what you do for yourself. That's just how it works. And this is where Yayo's point gets weak. He can love how 50 Cent deals with him, but he can't use that to judge how JayZ deals with Bleek. Every big homie ain't supposed to move the same way. 50 may show love by keeping his people comfortable. JayZ may show love by putting his people in position to build something themselves. One way is not automatically more real than the other. But Yayo made it sound like if Jay ain't paying Bleek's way, then he ain't looking out. I can't agree with that. Sometimes the real gift is not money. Sometimes the real gift is the access, the lessons, the rooms you get to sit in, and the name value that lets you make money on your own. But here's where Bleek messed up. He had that point sitting right there, and then he started talking too much.
When Yayo was up here, with Yayo's thing had, what did he say? That
JayZ don't help nobody?
JayZ don't help nobody.
Yeah. Y'all been going at
Yo, say 401k records. It's called Hold It Down, homie. Drop some heat. Ain't paying your bills, cuz. That's what it is. Can't compete. That's why they talk like that. If 50 said 1 year, these be in a shelter, they shouldn't be allowed to talk about us or anybody when you literally are a dependent. Like, that's insane to me, man. Like, never wear their jewelry without their boss. Show me a picture of Yayo walking around with his chain, the passport chain, without 50 Cent there. I gotta see it. But take care of take care of ourselves.
I think I heard Yayo say that you and which is crazy. He said you and Jay's friendship is just was more business. I've never seen it.
Well, him and 50 friendship is just financial.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, both 48 going back and forth with each other sounds crazy.
Yo, but I'm just saying, it's like, yo, what you want me to be? Yo, Jay, look out for me. I drop bombs. We got a new song out right now, right? No More, produced by Cool and Dre, Moving. When the last Yayo record?
I don't know.
He's a dependent. Of course, he viewed life through, look out for me. I never looked at Come on. Jay raised bosses, man. He don't raise dependents. We all bosses, business owners. No, I got a bar and a restaurant in Vegas. Tell him pull up and come eat. Everything free on me.
He liked to travel and eat. When he was here, he said they go to all the places.
We got all
they
that
do
flat. Escargot, all that. The bill is covered. We feed people on this side too.
He said the bill is covered.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's covered.
He said JayZ doesn't support Memphis Bleek the way 50 Cent looks out for him. That was the.
But how?
Yeah.
Where's his records? Where's his businesses? Where's his house? Do he even have a house? Wait, let me ask you a question.
He does.
Do this have children?
Bleek could have won that part clean. All he had to say was, I respect how 50 looks out for Yayo, but Jay taught me how to stand on my own. That would have been strong. Just left it at that. That would have sounded like a man who was secure. Instead, he started calling Yayo a dependent and started saying 50 was his father. That might get a laugh in the room, but it starts making the argument look personal. Then when he brought up Yayo's kids, he lost me completely. You don't need to bring up a man's children to win a point about money. That was weak as hell and emotional. And it made Bleek look like Yayo hit a nerve. Because Yayo accepting help from 50 don't mean his kids are not taken care of. It does not mean he is a bad father. It don't give Bleek the right to reach into another man's house just because he ain't like what was said on a podcast. That's where Bleek went too far. And I think he went too far because he knows the JayZ question is complicated for him. Bleek can say he is his own man, and I believe him. But let's not act like people are looking for Memphis Bleek in 2026 without the JayZ connection. That's not disrespect. That's reality. The Rockefeller history matters. The fact that he is still around JayZ's business matters. So when Bleek talks like his affiliation with JayZ is not part of his value, he's being delusional. He don't have to be ashamed of it, but he does have to be honest about it. JayZ is the reason Memphis Bleek's name still carries certain weight in rooms he may not have been able to enter on his own. That don't make him a leech. But it does mean he shouldn't act like he built the whole house without the man who gave him the address.
Because when do he travel with his family? When is family time?
He got
I don't want to hear this 50 Cent shit and JayZ. My wife right here, we just came from Paris, rocking the chateau. My daughter was in there, was in the room Leonardo da Vinci built. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, my son just was at night, one reasonable doubt. Where's these kids? And you talking about somebody taking care of you. Who are you taking care of, man? Like, yo, we 50 and you still want to take care of you is insane to me. And the fans online think this is right. Arguing it. Yeah, Jay don't look out for Bleek. He's not supposed to. I have a job. Mm-hmm. I get paid well. How do you get a check and say, yo, I need a check?
But tell him your job, though.
I'm a boss.
I know, but I mean, you got a bunch of them.
Listen,
got many jobs.
We do rap. I have 4 gold albums,
right.
by the way. 4. All gold, hanging up plaques. Successful albums. I have 2 restaurants. I have a label that was successful. Warehouse.
And it was at Rock Nation.
Shout out Casanova, free cash,
right.
free my tax stone. We made moves. You know what I mean? We did what we did. Do say, moving, crazy. Mind Right Exotics. In stores, crazy. Rock Solid Pop, shout out High Tolerance. In the streets, crazy. Wait, yo.
Rock Solid Podcast.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Black
my
Effect.
bad. I ain't even bring that up. Rock
That's what we wanted you to say. That's why that was the setup for you.
Solid
No,
Podcast on Black Effect. iHeart, Drink Champs.
Word.
Like, what more you want me to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a daycare center for senior citizens rappers. Since they want to be dependent and want people to look out for them, but only thing they got to let me put life insurance on them.
This is where Bleek started talking on both sides. He wants credit for being independent, but he also benefits from the JayZ stamp every time he brings his name up. He want to say JayZ don't take care of him. But the whole reason people care about his opinion on this subject is because JayZ has been attached to his story from the beginning. You can't have it both ways without sounding funny. And that is the part Bleek doesn't seem to want to sit with. It is possible to be your own man and still admit another man's name helped keep your name alive. That ain't weak. That's just the truth. The weak part is pretending the connection don't matter until it's time for you to benefit from it. Now let me push back on Yayo again because he ain't cleaning this. Yayo's whole point sounds like, look how good 50 takes care of me. That's cool if you're talking about loyalty, but it starts looking different when you make it the whole flex. At some point, a grown man should want more than being kept comfortable by another grown man, because that comfort can disappear when the relationship changes. We have seen rap crews fall apart, including G-Unit. We have seen money turn friends to enemies. So if your whole security is based on another man's good mood, that's not a good position. That is a nice room with somebody else holding the key. And that is why JayZ's approach, if we being fair, is actually the smarter move. Don't just feed him, show him how to eat when you're not around. That's the real game. But Bleek didn't say it like that. He delivered it like a man who is still mad that people see him as JayZ's little homie. And that's why this whole thing got messy. Yayo was wrong for putting his relationship with 50 on Bleek like that's how everybody's supposed to act. Bleek was wrong for acting like his JayZ affiliation isn't the main reason his voice still lands in this conversation. And Bleek was dead ass wrong for bringing up Yayo's children. That was a man getting personal because Yayo touched something sensitive. The real truth is simple. Tony Yayo is 50's guy. Memphis Bleek is JayZ's guy. Both of them benefited from standing next to giants. So neither one of them should be talking like the other one is crazy for being connected to a powerful friend. The difference is in how they wear it. Yayo wears it with gratitude. Bleek wears it like he is tired of people bringing it up. But either way, the connection is still there. So I'm going to take y'all out like this. Tony Yayo needs to stop making another man's pockets sound like his life plan. Memphis Bleek needs to stop acting like JayZ's shadow hasn't been making him money for years. And both of them need to understand that being helped by a legend is nothing to be ashamed of. The shame is when you can't be honest about what that help really meant. Bleek could have made a great point about independence, but he got too personal. Yayo could have made a great point about loyalty, but he made dependence sound comfortable. At the end of the day, this is two sidekicks arguing about which superstar treated them better. And that's why both of them need to relax. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.